Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. I'm going to give everyone just a second to get into the call. Hi, Marsha. Hi, Shanna. Can you ladies hear me okay? Hey, Angela. You guys type in here and tell me if you can hear me okay. Hey, Mr. Phillip. Thanks for coming on. Hey, Jerusha. Aisa. Hello, Aisa. Hey, Sade. Very good. Thank you, Angela. Thank you guys for joining in. We're going to get started in one quick minute. Thank you, Sade. Hey, Aisa. You guys don't forget to like and love this page. Make sure you reach out to your guests to let them know that we're getting started. You know what, directors, if you could just type in the message box just a little bit about yourself and your background. Do like a quick little bio. So people can know, the different backgrounds, the different professions. We're all across the country. Patrice, I'm here in Atlanta. So we're all over the country. So make sure, directors, you put your bios in there to let people know, hey, we have the very best of the best, sharp professional women in this business doing great things. Okay? So just to go ahead and get started, I am Patrice Childs. I am one of the sales directors here in the Atlanta area. My background is in banking and finance. I did that for several years, opted out, went into the mortgage industry. When I started at the bank, I thought that was going to be my career. I just knew that I was going to be there until the day I retired. People was like, oh my God, you have a great job at the bank. And I was like, oh, okay. But after being there for 7 years, I realized it really doesn't change. I started to look at the women who are around me who have been there for years doing the same thing, not getting any promotions, moving to another level. I was going to have to wait for someone in the office to retire or to die before I could move up. And I didn't want to wait until I was 40 and 50 years old to make that happen. So I decided to, opt out of corporate, went into the mortgage industry. I worked for a mortgage company for 2 years. And I'm that type of person. If I am going to work hard, I want to be recognized for my hard work, and I want to be compensated for my work as well. And that just normally doesn't happen in corporate America. So I decided to take all the courses and classes that would needed to start my own mortgage company. So I started my own mortgage company. So when I was introduced to this business, it's something that I would not have been interested in at all, because I was already earning 6 figures, doing very well, running my own company. But I have always been a woman to keep my options open, because I had experienced layoffs before. Especially in the banking industries, banks merge all the time. So, it used to be Nations Bank, now it's Bank of America. At one point, it was First Union, Wachovia, South Trust. So when they kept buying each other out, I was going from bank to bank to bank, getting laid off 3 times, 3 years back to back. So I decided to take my own destiny, put it in my own hands, and not let someone else control my destiny, okay? So before, even learning this business was very important to me, because in the mortgage industry, I did not have to develop relationships. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. All I needed was your credit and your money, and that was it. If you had the credit and you had the money, you had a house, okay? But in this business, I love this business because it is a great self-development business. You grow so much personally and professionally in this business, and you develop so many great relationships as well. It looks like it's trying to freeze up on me. Is it freezing up? Are you guys okay? Well, I'm going to keep going unless someone else says something. Well, listen, even though I've been working for myself a very long time, and I love working for myself, I do collect articles to know what's happening in corporate America, to see what's relevant as to what women are facing. Thank you, ladies. As to what women are facing. So I have a couple of articles. I'm not going to go through all of them tonight. I'm just going to touch on them very briefly just to give you some stats, you know. So the first article that I have here, it looks backwards, I'm quite sure, it's from Forbes magazine. It says, go for your dreams. Maybe your best bet isn't in stocks, bonds, or real estate, but in owning your own business. And I knew owning my own business was the best way to go, because in what you do learn in banking, you cross so many professionals and different backgrounds and what they're doing, and them being business owners themselves. You learn very quickly. They're making six figures outside of corporate. It is not in corporate America that they're running those businesses. This is from Newsweek magazine. It says, laid off, how safe is your job? Like I said, for me, I got laid off 3 times, 3 years back to back, because the banks kept merging. And when you don't work for yourself, you have no control over that. So even with me, when the recession happened in 2008, I was already in the business working part-time. And I said, you know what? I don't want to go back to corporate America, because I have been working for myself for so long, and I was earning 6 figures. It's hard to go back and say, okay, so what time do you want me to be here? What time you want to be here? How many hours you work? And how much are you going to pay me? No, I can't do that. Once you get a taste of your freedom and your flexibility, it is really hard to go back. So I decided, you know what, let me run this business part-time. When I decided to take this business seriously, it took me 63 days to finish my qualifications, to become a director, and earn my first car in 60 days. I didn't even know I had a car until the company called me and asked me, hey, you want, earned your car. Do you want the cash or do you want the car? And I was like, okay, I don't know. This happens so fast. Normally it takes a minute for you to process that. But I was so excited, and I always took the cash option. This one says, is your job next? And you know why it says that? Because all the jobs, you know where they are. They are in India and in China right now. And I mean, they're across seas. So every time you pick up your phone to call for customer service, you get someone across the world to answer your call, and you get frustrated because, they can't understand you, you can't understand them. And I am that person. I know they're reading from a script, and it annoys me so much when I call them and I try to explain my situation and get some customer service, and they keep reading from that script, and I'm getting annoyed because you're not answering my question. That's just the way it works. That's just what it is. So, but you want to be in a company, in a business where that doesn't happen. With our company and with our business, one thing you don't have to worry about is us going into another country where people are not relatable and they can't understand you, and having that personal relationship. You want to make sure you're in a recession-proof business. And this one is says finished at 40. Now, most people, right now, this guy on this picture, his name is Mike Bellick. He started in corporate America at a young age. When he got to his 40s, he was laid off. Because the new game is called turn and burn. They get us when you're in your 20s, they work you until you're in your 40s, and then they lay you off. Because at that point in time, once you're in your 40s, you know who you are. You know your value, you know your worth, and you start to ask for more money, more vacation, more time off. So the company says, you know what, we don't have to pay you 6 figures. What we'll do, we'll hire this kid straight out of college and pay them half the money that we're paying you, but we're going to give him the workload of 6 to 7 people. How many of you have experienced that, where you are at work and you're like, people are getting laid off, and you're so excited that you didn't get laid off, but you didn't realize that the people who got laid off, their work now becomes your work, and they did not give you an increase in pay. It happens all the time. And this one is the last one I'm going to read. It's from Time Magazine. It says babies versus careers, and which should come first for those who want them both, because now women are waiting till they're in their late 30s, early 40s to start having children, because they're so busy putting their careers first. So I believe you should be able to have them both. I believe you should have a great business where you're making executive level income, have a family as well, travel the world, do what you want to do on your own time, and not have to sit and pick and choose which one should come first. Now you see I have several more articles here, but I'm not going to read them to you. That's enough of that. What I want to get to is the nit and gritty of what we do and who we are. One of the things that you want to make sure that you're doing is to always be in a recession-proof business. 3 things that will always sell in a recession no matter what's going on: alcohol, tobacco, and cosmetics. Right? Think about it. When people are sad and they're depressed, what do? They drink and they smoke, right? I don't do either one, but I am a person, like, if I'm not feeling good, I like to go shopping, what they call retail therapy. So people like to do that. But cosmetics, because no matter what's going on, she may not be able to buy the Chanel bag or the Gucci shoes or all those things, but she can buy a nice lip gloss, put on a little bit of eyeliner, and go and make herself feel good about herself. So you want to make sure you're in a recession-proof business. And it's a cash cow. And I'm looking at my notes. We are a $100 billion industry, and that's being very conservative, because most of the companies are either owned, operated, and the majority of the stock is held by men. And like I said, it's a cash cow. Think about when you go to the mall. When you walk in the mall, the biggest department is the cosmetic section. That includes perfumes, lotions, body wash, anything, you know, the makeup, lipstick. That is a part of the cosmetic industry, okay? Now, Mary Kay started this business in 1963 with her life savings because she was fed up with what women were going through in that time, because she had the education, she had the skills to, you know, be in management, but because she was a woman, she wasn't able to get the position. She was training and mentoring, showing other men how to become her boss. And she was a little frustrated with that. So she says, you know what, I want to create a business for women where they can be empowered and powerful and still make an executive level income, still be at home with their children, have a family, and take care of their family, and do it all at one time. Okay? Now, I know that 100% we are building 100 directors right now. That is what we're looking for. We're looking for the best of the best as far as leadership. Now, it only takes 60 days to go into a leadership role. You can take 6 months, 6 years, or never go into leadership if you don't want to. But I think it's important to know how the consultant role ties into leadership. So I will touch, you know, very briefly on the sales side of the company. Now, as a consultant in the business, one of the great things about the business is, first of all, we have no quotas, which I love. I did not want to be in a business where I was, you know, demanded to sell X amount of dollars per week or per month. I wanted to have the freedom and the flexibility to do it how I wanted to do it. And you could definitely do that in this business. We have no quotas. Second, no territories or boundaries. Now, I'm not from Atlanta, but I know people everywhere, and you can run your business all across the country. And as a director, you can take your business internationally, and I'm super excited about doing that. And we also have great tax deductions. It is no longer what you make, but what you take home. I don't care if you make 6 figures in corporate. Let me tell you, there's a major difference in making 6 figures in corporate America and making 6 figures running your own business. When you're in corporate, you don't get to run off your cell phone, your internet, your cable, your DSL, your maintenance on your car, the travel on your car. You don't get to write that off. Hair, nails, makeup, you don't get to write those things off when you're in corporate. But when you're running your own business, a home-based business, earning 6 figures, you get to write off everything. I am telling you, when I was in corporate, I used to get the the child tax credit. I would get about $2,000, $3,000 a year on the child tax credit. My first year working for myself, after I filed my taxes, all my deductions, I got over $7,000 back. I like to have lost my mind. I like to have lost my mind. I was like, this is what you get for running your own business? I was like, this is amazing. You can't. Why would you not do that? Okay. Now, when you get started, you get an amazing training case for $100. That's it, $100 plus tax and shipping according to the county where you live. But with that $100, you get over $400 in full retail size product. $400 in full retail size products. So you get full size cleansers, moisturizers, day and night solutions, CC cream, mascara, the satin hands, you get your bag, you get a lot of different things in that business kit for $100. Now, we do have training. I'm here in Atlanta, but I know some of my directors aren't here in New York. They're all over the place, New Orleans. We all have different training centers wherever we are. And at the training center, we train on everything from time management, money management, marketing, entrepreneurship, image, etiquette, how to think like an entrepreneur, everything that you need to know to run this business. We don't just give you a business kit and say, okay, go out there, call me when you're a millionaire. We actually train you every single day how to make this business successful. Now, we do pay $10 when we attend the training, but it is a tax write-off. You don't come, you don't have to pay. You get an amazing website. Now, one of the things I love is that the company provides the website for you. They put it together for you. I'm not an IT techie kind of person, so they do everything for the website. They maintain it. All you need to do is put your contact information in there, and they'll take care of the rest. And then we also have what we call facials on the go. Like I said, we have no quotas, we have no territories, but you can run your business several different ways. You can run your business on an online, an internet-based business. You can run your business where you do your parties, and I think that's amazing. To get like 5 or 6 ladies together, you walk out the door with a bulk of money. Why would I not do that? Okay, this just makes perfect business sense to me. It just makes sense to me. So you can run your business online, you can do the traditional parties, or you can do your business on the go. On the go means I have a sample, I give it to you, I tell you, listen, try this in the privacy of your own home. I'll call you in a day or two and follow up and see how you like the product. Click on my website and shop 24/7. I'm telling you, I have gotten up in the morning got on my computer and have $400 and $500 sitting in my new account. I mean, not my new account, but new orders in, because people shop 24/7. People are up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning shopping, and that is a good feeling to know that I have money sitting in my account. Now, so that's the consultant's role. You get 50% of everything that you sell. So there's, like I said, no quotas or territories or anything like that. Now, the move up in the leadership side of the company, the first person that you add to your team, you will get paid 4% commission on any order that she places with the company. Once you get 5 people on your team, you get 9 to 13%. And at this point, most people, they ask me, is this an MLM, a network marketing business? No, we're not. We're not a pyramid either. Pyramids are illegal. They get shut down by the feds, and we've been here for over 55 years. I'm quite sure they would have figured this out by now. And we're not an MLM or network marketing company either. We're actually a part of the Direct Selling Association, meaning there is no middleman. So no one buys product from me and sell it to someone else at another price, and then they sell it to someone else at another price, or a house product, I sell it to my consultants. I don't do that at all. We all go straight to the company and get our product. And I like the fact that Mary Kay does all the accounting work for me as well, because I do not like doing paperwork. That is because it's tedious. I don't like tedious stuff, so they take care of all that for me. Now, the magical number in this business is 10. Right now, we're doing a special promotion is 8. Once you get 8 people on your team, you can submit a card to the company saying, yes, I did this on purpose. I want to be in leadership. The company gives you 1 to 4 months to take that 8 and turn it into a 24. And this is not a me business where you're doing it by yourself. It is a we business. So the first 8 people that you help start a business, anytime they add someone to the team, that counts towards your 24. And your director is working with you hand in hand every single day, so you're now out here doing it by yourself. And once you reach directorship, you get to go to our $1 billion headquarters in Dallas, Texas. You're trained for a week by the top millionaires of the company. And your job when you return is to train, mentor, and motivate and help other women become successful like yourself. Now, as a director, we do get paid a little different. So we get 13% of everything our entire unit does. Plus, we are incented to continue to work our own personal team and earn an additional 15% on top of that. So, for example, I'm a sales director and you become my consultant in the business. Because you are my consultant on my team, because you are part of the unit, I'm going to get 13% of everything that you produce with the company. But because I personally recruited you, I'm going to get an additional 15% on top of that. So that's how you're going to make your other monies. So you get paid 2 different ways. You get paid by selling your product and earning 50%, and you get paid by building your team as well. Okay? There used to be a $5,000 bonus cap. There used to be a $5,000 cap on our bonuses. Now they are unlimited. There's a $100,000 life insurance policy that you can qualify for, and an $1,800 wellness bonus for your health to go towards, insurance, gym membership, massages at the spa. You do whatever you want with the money. They just cut you the check. Okay? Yes, Shaquana, they are. The write-offs are amazing, right? You can also earn exclusive international trips every year, all expenses paid for you and your spouse. I'm telling you, these trips are valued at $10,000 per person. I had a young lady tell me that she had been to Hawaii the particular year that we did the trip to Hawaii. And she says, I've been to Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I said, listen, you can go to Hawaii. But when you go to Hawaii, you're going to the Marriott chain. Let's be very clear. When Mary Kay sends you to Hawaii, you're staying at 5-star hotels, okay? Any excursion you want that you ever thought of, you're going to go. Any ball, any drama, any show, you're going to go. Then you show up at the airport with your bags. They take it from there. You never touch your bags and see your bags again until you're in your hotel. You have personal butlers. It is so over the top. I'm just so like, what other company does that for you? Who pays you like that? They pay you to do your job for the company, and they incent you with the type of gifts and things that they give us. They don't do that in corporate America. You're like, yeah, we're waiting for that 2-week vacation. We're going to save up all year to get that 2-week vacation. That's kind of just how it is. So I love just those perks alone. If you're married, trust me, your husband is going to love it as well. Okay? Now, I don't know if you heard about the Mary Kay Diamonds, but the company gave away over $8 million to its top producers in the company. And they don't just like FedEx this to you in the mail. They don't do it like that. No, you go to our corporate office to what we call a seminar once a year. You're on stage, you have on your Miss America gown, because what else would you wear? Because you got to be gorgeous. And you're presented these gifts by the top executives of the company. And as you're coming down the steps, with your gown on, there's a guy in a black tuxedo with gloves on saying, you're awesome, you're fantastic, do it again, you're amazing. And you're on stage like, who, me? The first year I was on stage, I was like, oh, it's me. I'm so excited. They don't do that for us in corporate America. They're like, listen, get to work, do your job. And if you can't do it, we will find someone else who can do it for you, okay? Now, we do have 3 different cars, which I love. So the first car that you can qualify for is the Chevy Cruze. You can take that car, or you can take $375 a month in cash and drive whatever you like. The second car is for directors. You can choose between the Toyota Camry or the Chevy Equinox. You can take either one of those cars, or you can take $500 a month in cash and drive what you like. And the last one, the creme de la creme, everybody knows it, the pink Cadillac. Yes, the trophy on wheels, but it's not the like Pepto-Bismol pink anymore. It's much more like the pearl iridescent kind of pink. But with that car, it is a $55,000. I'm sorry, we had it reevaluated. $65,000 fully loaded car. On the inside, on the dashboard, on the wood grain, it says this car was designed exclusively for Patrice Childs. And let me tell you, they give you a list and they're like, I don't know what you want, but just check off everything on here. So I want tinted windows, I want heated seats, I want the remote control start, I want everything on here. Because when we buy our own cars, we do not go out and pick out all those things on the car. But if you don't want to drive the pink Cadillac, trust me, you will. I said I didn't, but once you get in there, you want to drive it. But if you don't want that car, you can take $900 a month in cash and drive whatever you like. But just know, if you take any of the cars, no matter what level it's on, if you take any of the cars, the Mary Kay pays for your tax, tag, title, insurance, ad valorem, and up to insurance up to 6 people on the vehicle. They take care of the maintenance. They do everything on the car. You do nothing but put gas in it, and that is a tax write-off as well. Now, the last position, I'll close on this position, is the National Sales Director. We believe that you can become a National Sales Director in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years if you are focused. But with the way technology is right now and the way people are working businesses, people are doing it like 2 to 3 years. Instead of getting paid 13% on your units, Nationals get paid 23% on their units, and they also get a $5,000 bonus each time they spin off another director. And when you spin off another National, you get a $10,000 bonus on the anniversary every single year until retirement. So for example, I'm a National Sales Director and I help you become a National Sales Director April 1st. Every April 1st, I am automatically going to get direct deposit into my account $10,000 for helping you become a National Sales Director every single year. How amazing is that? That does not work like that. And I keep going back saying that it doesn't work like that in corporate America because I remember how hard I worked in corporate. They did not treat us like that at all. Now, Nationals, they get paid $10, $20, $50, $60, $70, $80, $100,000 per month. Not a year, per month. And the reason why they get paid that is because they've helped more women build their businesses. That's the only difference. They've helped more women build their businesses. So we also publish that. So definitely ask the person who invited you to this call to show you that. Like, we don't just make up these numbers. We actually publish it every single month so you can see what women are doing in the business. Now, we do have a family security plan, which we'll probably call like a retirement at the end of the road. If you retire from the company at the age of 60, you will earn 40% of your highest year's earnings for the next 15 years. But if you retire at the age of 65, the company will pay you 60% of your highest year's earnings for the next 15 years. So just a few years ago, our National Senior Sales Director, Christine Peterson, I love her, she had a $6.5 million buyout. So she's going to get right at $37,000 until she is 80 years old. Is your company going to pay you like that when you retire for all your hard work? Pay her right at $37,000 per month until she's 80. Now, when she was in the business fully working, she was making like anywhere from $80,000, $90,000 to $100,000 per month. And she started this business at 40 years old as a school teacher, as a mother, making about $18,000 to $2,000 a month. Can you imagine how your life would change with the change of the mindset? And that's what it all comes down to, the change of the mindset, okay? Now, let's recap. So like I said, it is smart to get the product at 50% off, take advantage of the tax deductions. The director's role, it is amazing. It only takes 60 days. I did it in 63, 60 days to go into leadership. And we are building 100 new directors. And the last is the National Sales Director. It's basically semi-retired. My National is still in her 40s, and she's basically retired. She was one of the women who was like, I'm not getting married, I'm not having kids, I'm not doing any of that, I'm just going to work. And she went to school to be a corporate law attorney. She's going to be a corporate law attorney. But after she realized how many hours she would have to work to make that six figures, she kind of changed her mind. Now she's married. She has 2 children. I see her 4 to 6 times in a year at different conferences. I do a conference call, leadership conference call with her every single week for the leadership side of the business. But she's awesome and amazing. And like I said, she's basically semi-retired, and she does earn anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 per month. I think that is awesome. So let me say this. If you're sitting here saying, listen, I'm not the sales type of person, I'm not a people's person, this isn't for me, no one wakes up naturally that way. It just doesn't happen like that. Even myself, I don't consider myself a salesperson at all. I offer a service. People are always looking for skincare. No matter what's going on, women are everywhere looking for skincare. It is a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar business. So you will be able to service them that way. If you say it's not the right time, there's never, ever going to be the right time. All the street lights in your life will not all be green at one time. It doesn't happen like that. Either you're in a crisis, you're coming out of a crisis, or one is sitting around the corner waiting for you to get there, okay? That's just life. That's just the way it happens, you know? And then I hear people say, well, my mom tried it, my cousin tried it, my auntie tried it. Hey, it doesn't matter whether they were successful or not. That has nothing to do with you. You never base your successes or failures on what someone did or did not do. What they did has nothing to do with your destiny at all, okay? So I'm going to close on the stories because, and you may have heard the story before, because if you don't remember anything else, you'll always remember the story. The story goes like this. There was a man and there was a flood. And so he's drowning in the flood, and he prays to God. He says, God, come and save me. So God sends a rowboat by and says, hey, these people on here said, hey, come on, jump on. We're here to save you. And he said, no, I prayed to God. He's going to take care of me. So they left him. So now he's on the second floor of his house. He's praying, God, please come and save me. So another rowboat comes by, and they said, hey, jump on. We're here to save you. He says, no. I prayed to God. He's going to take care of me. So they said, okay, fine. They left him. So now the flood is really bad. He's on the roof of his house. He's doggy paddling. He's praying, God, please come and save me. A helicopter comes, drops down the rope, and says, hey, climb on. We're here to save you. He says, no. I prayed to God. He's going to take care of me. So they said, okay, fine. They left. So of course, you know, the man drowns. He dies. He gets to heaven. He's pretty ticked off. He's like, you know, Lord, I prayed to you. I did everything right, and you let me drown, and you let me die. He said, what are you talking about? I sent you 2 boats and a helicopter, and you said no. What was I supposed to do? And that's what we do. We sit and we ask and we pray, Lord, you know, I want to change. I want more money. I want more flexibility. I'm tired of getting up so early in the morning, sitting in traffic, especially if you live here in Atlanta. You have to leave a whole hour and a half early from your house just to get to work on time. Just all those different things. We pray about it. We wish about it. We think about it. And when we're at work, we're sitting thinking, what could life be like if I weren't here? I could be here doing this. I could be on vacation. I could do whatever I want to do. But when an opportunity presents itself and it doesn't present itself the way that you thought it was going to present itself, you said, no, that's not for me. That's not for me. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a people person. I don't like people. You like them enough every day, don't you? So we regress back in life and we drown and we die. And that's what happened. God sends us people and opportunities right when we've been praying, looking, and asking for it. And think about it in general, in life every day. Does God ever send things the way that we thought it was going to happen? No. I know all y'all shaking your heads on here saying, no, it does not. Give me some hearts. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. If you feel like every time you pray and ask for something, it never shows up the way you want it to show up, but yet you still get the results that you're looking for. You still get the answers that you're looking for. That's just life. That's just the way He works. Thank you. Right, exactly. It doesn't happen like that. So I want you to reach out to the person that invited you to this call and let them know, hey, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready for this change. I may have butterflies in my stomach, but I'm willing to step out on faith and make some amazing and great things happen for my life, and for not just for you, for your family as well. So thanks so much for joining. I appreciate your time. You all have a good night. Bye-bye.